Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So there's a German philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche. A phrase that I was heavily influenced by is called the Übermensch. The Übermensch translation is Superman. And thus spoke Zarathustra. That's one of his books that he wrote. That's when he came up with the term Übermensch. And in that book, he claims that God is dead. Not literally, but the structure of our society was falling, collapsing. And what happens after the collapse is nihilism. And nihilism means when nothing means anything. Because we need God, we need a higher power to keep us going, to give us meaning in life. And once we lose that in our society, nihilism enters. And that's what is occurring in our society now that you see. People have no meaning. People are just drowning themselves in pleasures, and they're avoiding the confrontation of themselves, their fears, and the potential that's on the table. The Übermensch, he talked about Übermensch Superman, that this person will overcome himself, he will overcome nihilism. But to be an Übermensch, you have to confront nihilism, you have to face the meaningless, and you have to develop your own beliefs and create your own individuality to survive in society. I thought it was really interesting. I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but I think it's a unique perspective. He saw it as a crisis, a breakdown, as an opportunity to recreate yourself and create your beliefs and be empowered from your sufferings. There was a phrase that he called, I loved, amor fati, love your fate. And love your fate is love once everything has happened to you, love where you're at in life, and love what will happen to you in life. Because if you don't love it, that means you don't love life, and I choose to love life. And first time I heard that, I was like, wow. I was like, amor fati, like, he's not telling you to just accept it, but embrace it. Embrace your sufferings, embrace your heartaches, and let it empower you, because that's what life is about. Right. When nothing matters, people want to distract themselves through phones, video games, pornography, unhealthy addictions, just to avoid that confrontation with themselves. And he had a phrase for that. He named it the last man. The last man is someone that you see working, just getting by life, just surviving life, not creating life, but surviving, right? And he's not empowered by himself. He feels like a victim. He doesn't really have a belief. He's just living a meaningless life, but he just drowns himself in addictions, and he doesn't face his fears. He avoids a lot of things in his life, and he's kind of just not motivated to pursue something in his life, and that creates lack of meaning and nihilism. And an Übermensch is not someone that waits for meaning or waits for someone to tell them how they live their lives or a dogma. They make things happen. They create meaning in their life. They don't follow the herd. They think for themselves. They believe in individuality before the mass. So that's all you see now in our society is people who are the last man. They're drowning themselves in pleasures, not really have a purpose in life. They're just living. They're just kind of a burden to life, really, in the last man. They just don't really have a purpose, don't have any goals, just doing the bare minimum of life just to get by, just to survive in life. And that's what you see, most are created with anxiety, confusion, chaos, really, in their lives. And through that chaos, though, if you could overcome the nihilism, you become the Übermensch, the Superman, the Overman. And there's an opportunity there for you to be responsible over your life and take responsibility, take life by the throat, and control your own destiny. So, thanks for listening.